What up, though? Y'all know what this is. Respect the worst if you don't respect the best. Top tier podcast. I am Ledge. Let's get right off into this. But real quick, man, only because as a media member, I feel like it's my duty to bring some type of integrity to it. Obviously, people have heard about the shooting that happened in Milwaukee at a battle rap event that it was not at Black Ice. So, I want to throw that out there. I think that's bad reporting by some, people who claim to be bloggers or journalists or media members, period, of the culture. First of all, I want to say prayers to the family of the person who got shot, which I haven't seen anybody do, which is sick. Like the first thing you hear when you hear a shooting at a battle rap event, all these people on Twitter are talking about, oh, what does this mean for battle rap? Like, this is how dehumanized we are as people. Like, that's where our mind goes to. What does this mean for battle rap? Like, a person got shot. Show some respect. But maybe, I don't know, I'm so glad I was raised by my mother and grandmother and my family as a whole. Like, I don't get that. But anyway, so yeah, that's the first thing. Everybody should be saying prayers because, supporters come out and support. You never expect anything like that to happen to you. So, yeah, that's first and foremost. Secondly, we as media members got to do a better job at either avoiding this stuff, or if you want to talk about it, that's cool. Look, it's your platform, do what you do, but just make sure you're being responsible when you're reporting these things. Make sure you got all the facts in line, all the facts straight. You did your due diligence. You reached out to people who were actually there. We weren't actually there, so we don't know the whole story. So it would be, smart upon whoever who cares enough to really do a deep dive on this, to do some actual research before spewing out loads of videos and clips, blaming leagues that didn't even hold the battle. Like there's YouTube footage of people blaming Black Ice Cartel. And again, it did not happen on Black Ice Cartel. So just being more responsible. And, like I said, man, I care more about that person's health and well-being and their families, and hoping that person was okay. And, yeah, like I said, that won't be me. I'm not going to do all this for views. If my subscribers stay where they is right now, but I know I'm doing the right thing, I'm perfectly fine with that. Like I got a real life to live, and I really got a conscience. Like my conscience speaks to me about small shit that I do that I felt like, damn, was that fucked up? Like my conscience will eat at me off that. So let alone spewing out lies and just doing things because I feel like it's a good look. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. That's not why I'm doing this episode. So let's get right into it. I created a top 10 list based on matches that I want to see this year. Now, with these matches, these are 10 matches that I just wrote a whole bunch of names down and just seeing what made sense to me. That I was like, oh, I would like to see this. And, I ran by it with some people. I'd be on Discord sometimes chopping it up with real battle rap fans. And I was running this list through it with them. They seem to dig it. They seem to dig it for the most part. There was some disagreements here and there, but for the most part, they dig it. I hope some of them are listening, so shout out to them. They know who they are for, helping me out, just getting their feedback. So yeah, with this list, it's more about realistic things, realistic matchups that can happen actually this year, that could actually happen. Like there wouldn't be a real roadblock to stop this. If it just wouldn't happen, it just wouldn't happen. But there's not like, oh, this person's signed exclusively to this league, so this league wouldn't take them or things like that. So I try to be as diverse as possible. So it's not just, your URL RBE matchups. Like some of these matchups that I will talk about can be on several different leagues. It can be on Bullpen, but that same battle can be on Bullpen. I can see it on KOTD as well. So Let's get right off into it. Not gonna spend too much time just running my mouth. I'm also gonna hit y'all right now with the top 5 honorable mentions. These battles just missed the cut. Just interesting battles. Everything isn't going to be bar heavy. Some of these matchups might just be fun. Some of them just might be interesting to me. I don't know why, but this is what I do. All right. So coming in at number 5 on honorable mentions list, I got Quantum Physics versus Bankhead. I thought about that, and I want to see that on Black Ice. Think it'll be dope. They both lyricists. And yeah, that's really about it. I think I'm shocked that battle didn't happen yet. At number 4, I want to see Danger Zone versus C Money on Bullpen. I think Danger Zone on Bullpen is fire. I don't know why I feel like that's a perfect league that he can really catch wreck on and do work. But Danger Zone is like one of the better writers you'll come across. And C Money is fire. I think his accent, like when he helps his bars out, like it brings some type of different type of grit and attention to it. And I think that's a matchup again that can happen. Like I'm pretty sure Danger can link up with John and they can get that popping. So Danger Zone versus Bankhead would be fire to me. All right. So that's number 4. Coming in at number 3, I'm going to go with Bill Collector versus Sharon. Think it'll be a funny, energetic, creative battle. And I don't know. I just feel like Bill has done enough to get a Sharon, and Sharon is capable enough of beating a Bill Collector, being that he's beaten some top tier guys before. And I just think the styles is weird. I feel like in some cases they styles kind of fit, and in some cases stylistically that they differ. But I think it'll be an entertaining battle, and I can see that on multiple leagues. So that's what I got at number 3. At number 2, I got Pat Stay versus Ill Will. I would love to see that on RBE. Think that'll be a dope battle. Seeing Pat Stay, who he went against on there recently? Verb. He did work against Verb. I actually got him clearly winning that battle against Verb, and he seems very comfortable on that stage over there. And Ill Will's like one of their guys. Like he's over there a lot. So I think that'd be a dope matchup. You're talking about freestyle capabilities, being funny and witty, still being aggressive. I think that could be a nice battle. And at number 1 on honorable mentions, top 5, Cortez versus Av. Cortez versus Av. I don't know how Av rates Cortez. Like, I don't know. I've seen some tweets here and there, but I think, I know Av is a puncher and people might give him like the edge in that battle, but Cortez has faced killers since he been in the game. And, since, he done faced Head Ice twice, he done faced Hitman. So his resume speaks for itself. I think that'll be another high level matchup. I could see that on a Smack Volume or even like a Band Legacy or something like that, or a Born Legacy, wherever they switching it back to. I can see that. That'll be a dope matchup. So that's my top 5 honorable mentions. Yeah, I got Quantum and Bankhead, Danger, C Money, Bill versus Sharon, Pat Stay versus Ill Will, and then I got Cortez versus Av. So now here's my top 10 battles I would like to see. And before I get into it, just want to let y'all know I won't be adding battles that are like already in the works of happening. These are like hypotheticals that I haven't heard being, I haven't heard them being spoken about yet. Maybe some will be, some like kind of have, like they have to happen this year, or they have to happen down the line. But yeah, so, and another thing is like these battles that I'm bringing up, it will be like with more of the active guys. So like Mook and Lux won't be a part of this, or like a Rex or just somebody random. Be more guys who have been like pretty active over the past, couple of years. So with that being said, let's get right off into it. Yo, want to talk to you real fast about Anchor, all right? Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. That's pretty dope, right? All you have to do is go to anchor.fm/start. Once again, that is anchor.fm/start. You'll get acclimated. Look, man, on here, there's podcasts for literally everything: food, movies, entertainment, health, fitness, you name it, they got it. So why don't you come on in, grab a seat, and start podcasting soon. All right. So at number 10, want to introduce the ladies to this list. Coffee versus 40 bars. And like I said, I was talking to some people about this matchup on the Discord. While people do think Coffee is fire, a lot of them kind of was like, I don't think she's done enough to deserve a 40. I guess my counter to that would be she's battled like her level already, and she's punching her above her weight already. I don't see like a mid tier in women's battle rap for her to gradually like, okay, you battle this tier, now you battle this tier, now you can get 40 and Shuni and QB or whatever. I feel like she has to just jump up now. Plus, it seems as if she's getting a nice push, and I don't mean that in a negative way. When people say somebody's getting a push, it makes it like, oh, they've been hyped up or anything. I don't think she's been hyped up. I think she's been dope putting in work, and leagues haven't acknowledged that, whether it be, Queen of the Ring or whatever, or like she was on Black Ice against Vixen. So, and 40 has been known to, she's one guy in Discord made a good point. The top tier chicks in battle rap, they don't like to battle just anybody, or not saying Coffee is, but they don't like to battle people that they consider not at their level just yet. But I counter that by saying I think 40 is probably the one out of those top tiers that will do that. I think she don't give a fuck like that. Like, I think she'll come down and be like, whatever. Oh, she hot? Let's do it. And I also think, like I said, there's something about a vet seeing somebody getting like this love and admiration that makes them want to kill. Like, I felt like that when Verb just out of nowhere took B-Dot. Well, I wouldn't say out of nowhere. They was yapping a bit for like a year. But he took B-Dot because everybody was like hyping up B-Dot as that guy. See him take on NJT for those same reasons. It's like a pride thing. Your pride kicks in when they saying this is that new chick that's going to run battle rap or whatever they're saying about Coffee, right? So why not have that? So that's at number 10. At number 9, a lot of people thought I maybe had this too far back. And, I'm just sticking with the list. You guys can judge and critique what matchup that you would like to see on here, or a matchup that I miss, or just the rankings of where I got my own list. But at number 9, I got JC versus A-Ward. I think JC versus A-Ward would be fire. The more I do look at it, 9 is too far back. I think they are really, really talented individuals. A-Ward coming off a hell of a 2018. JC just coming off another JC year. Like, really, like, to be honest with you, he's just really just coming off another consistent year of quality performances, and performances we can look back on and be like, JC was in his bag again. But I think they respect each other's pen. I think A-Ward, this would be a nice step up for him at some point. And again, I don't think this battle is tied to a specific league. Like, it doesn't have to be on URL. It could be on Bullpen. I could see JC going to KOTD to battle him there. Like, I can see this on a nice amount, different leagues, a plethora of different leagues. So yeah, JC versus A-Ward, that's at number 9. I like that battle. At number 8, Danny Myers versus Ilmac. The people I talked to weren't as high on this battle as I am, but Danny is so fire. And if you've seen his battle versus Bankhead recently on Black Ice Cartel, you will see that he's just a different guy now. Like, I feel like he's starting to master his approach and his style like a little bit more. Like, When I thought he couldn't get better, I think he's getting a little bit better. It's not a lot of, it's a less filler, and his punches are hitting harder because he's arranging them better, if that makes sense. And structurally, it's tight. It's a little more tight. It's a little more tight. It's a little more together and cohesive. And Ilmac is fire too. One of the better writers, like I said, underrated. A guy with a lot of skill, and again, another battle that I can see on multiple platforms. So that's what I got at number 8. I could probably flip flop that. I'll probably flip flop that and say at number 9, Danny versus Ilmac, and at number 8, and at 8, JC versus A Ward. So that's what I'll do. All right, bet. So anyway, at number 7, I got O-Red versus Chef Trez. This kind of sparked a bit of controversy amongst people I brought this up with. One guy in particular, shout out to Jigga, not the real Hove, I'll be doing much better if I was like having conversations with the real J. But he was saying that O-Red would just smoke Chef Trez, and I just think you need to put some more respect on Chef Trez's name. Like, dude, it's been nice. He's been on a hell of a run. And why not give him one of these plates like this? Like, he can't keep punching, like, and this is no offense, but he can't keep punching against guys that's at Gates of the Garden right now. Like, he got to move up. And URL, he just went against Danny, which was a really good battle, a debatable battle. And I feel like another step would be going against O-Red. And I think O-Red could face danger in this battle. Like, I don't think O-Red is fire, but I don't think he's so fire that you can just give him wins like automatically. So I want to see it. These are battles I want to see. I want to see that. I got that number 7. Number 6, I got John and Don versus DNA. Felt like this. I know they had a 2-on-2, but I just felt like this battle is long overdue. Like, I'm not sure why this matchup never occurred. Maybe because they're good friends. I don't know. I don't know them to be good friends, but I could see them. Somebody told me that they hung out and they were cool or something like that. I could see that. They seem like they're probably really cool with each other. But at the same time, and still sharp and still, and I think this would be one of those battles people wouldn't be up for when they seen it on paper. But I think they're probably, because due to their consistency, due to them, never really having bad performances over these past 5 or 6 years, I think it is like it can be like a show stiller. Like, damn, that John DNA brought it. So I would like to see that. Just two of the most consistent guys go at it would be fire. Entering my top 5, a battle that I've brung up probably 5 or 6 times on different episodes. But at number 5, I got Rum Nitty versus Chilla Jones. This one got a lot of praise because a lot of people feel like they should definitely, like, that match. That's a matchup waiting to happen. Like, I don't know why it hasn't occurred yet, but it should. Talking about the puncher god right now, in my opinion, versus the scheme champ. Like, ever since I seen him versus Interstate Flames. So yeah, I mean, that's just a matchup that in a small room setting that's gonna only a choke can stop that from being a classic, really. That's really it. So that was an easy one to throw in here. Number 4, I got Ars versus T-Top. And people were saying like this battle could be good, but also due to, I guess, the whole footage of T-Top's girl leaking or whatever, they think like Arsenal would have a field day with this. And I think he could, but I think maybe I think it'll probably only be good for one round. I don't think he could rely on that material, especially because Clean Paper kind of like expounded on that a lot in that battle, like a lot. So I think the second time around, I don't know if it's gonna hit as hard. And T-Top is on a nice little run, man. He's hard to beat. He's one of those guys who's just hard to beat for whatever reason. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that'll be dope on a big stage, though. I wouldn't want to see that on the volume. I want to see that on a big stage. But yeah, that's what I got at number 4 right now. Ars versus T-Top. Like, I would love for y'all to comment. Let me know who y'all think will win these battles on YouTube. You know, Top Tier Podcast on YouTube. Follow me on the socials. Link is in the description on YouTube. If you're listening just on audio, then please check me out at Pod Tier on Twitter. PODTIER. That's PODTIER. And _, Top Tier Podcast on Instagram. Either way, man. And I talk to everybody. I'm not like bougie or nothing like that. Like, I'm new. I'm a fan and a supporter just like y'all. So y'all can chop it up and tell me my list sucks and we can just have a really healthy debate. All right. So number 3, a battle that I don't think I've heard ever be discussed not for like a reason because it wouldn't make sense or it would be whack. It just, I don't know. Sometimes there's so many battlers. This hasn't been brought up. K-Shine versus Iron Solomon. I think that could be a fire battle. Call me crazy. But I just think with K-Shine's energy and Iron's skill level, I think it'll just make for some fireworks in that battle. It can be probably not as classic as Roman Iron, but it can be in that ballpark. I can see it because if Iron got time to write, if Iron has time to write for K-Shine, it can get nasty. And K-Shine, with the way he punches now, it can give you that same vibe. But maybe he'll probably be a little more aggressive, I would think, than Rum was. I think sparks could fly in that battle. I think that can be amazing matchup. And just a simple fact of one that makes sense, especially for like K-Shine, I feel like he deserves another legend. Like, he had a year where he deserves another legend to try to take out. And I feel like there's not too many people left for Iron to battle that's high level. Like, he battled Chilla. He was one of the last of the high level guys. Like, the rest are like legacy guys that he's looking to battle. Verb is high level and a legacy battler. So, like, that's the only play. And right now, Verb got other priorities to worry about. So, yeah, I think it just makes sense. It's the right time for that battle. Number 2 is an obvious one that everybody's low-key waiting on whenever it happens. But, Geechee versus NJT. For those who are new to, this or don't. I just call New Jersey Twerk NJT. I don't really like calling. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Geechee versus NJT would be fire, assuming, of course, NJT, is prepared with all three of them things. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Trez. So I would like to see that. The question is who would win, and the question would be, does it matter what platform it's on? And I'm sorry, not what platform it's on. It'll likely be on URL, but what stage? If it's a big stage, are we just giving it to NJT based off him being a better performer? Or, and we giving it to Geechee on a smaller stage where you can hear every bar and the way he spits his vivid street tales a little bit more vivid and with a little more clarity. Like, could that be the swinging, deciding factor in this matchup? Like, we don't know, but it has to happen. I wouldn't mind it happening this year. Some people was like, no, it should happen next year, but I don't think you want to waste time, because just as much as you want to hype it up and build it up, you can also pull like a JC and like do so much and put yourself out of the runnings, like how he did against Lux. Like, he dug himself his own hole, and now he's like on the outside looking in for that battle. All right. And we finally come around to my number 1 selection of battles I would like to see this year. And that would be Verb versus Tay Rock. I would love to see that on the volume. I think Rock is due to get on finally on the volume. I'm almost certain he's got to be on the one that's coming up at the end of the year. He would have to be. But I think if there's somebody who he would be on the volume for or going against, if it's not like NJT or Geechee, like, Verb would probably be the next logical choice to me. And it'd be logical because they're both vets. They've had like their little like spats on Twitter or whatever. And it would just make sense, especially if Verb is battling Lux. Well, not if he's battling Lux. There's really not too many other people Verb can battle that would get him excited. Like Iron, of course, I think so. And that would be it. It would be, I think it is like he's only people left to that's of legendary status that he hasn't faced is Iron and Rock. I can't think of anybody else. He's battled all of the top guys. So that battle would make sense, and I think it'd be fire. And like, cause I'm going with all these people being at their absolute best. And yeah, that's it. That's my list. I'll run it back for you guys who, you know, might just be taking a nap at this point. But anyway, I'll just go off the top 10. Like I said, I got Coffee versus 40. Number 9, I did a switcheroo, and I put Danny versus Ilmac at 9. At 8, I got JC versus A Ward. 7, O-Red versus Chef Trez. 6, John the Don versus DNA. 5, Rum versus Chilla. 4, Arse versus T-Top. 3, Iron versus K-Shine. 2, Geechee versus NJT. And number 1, Verb versus Rock. Please comment on YouTube or comment to me, like I said, on Twitter or on Instagram with what did you like about the list? What did you dislike? What was your favorite matchup out of the ones I said? Which ones didn't make any sense? Like I said, I'll try to upload once for sure, maybe twice a week. So I appreciate all of the love, man. Appreciate all of the views for like checking me out and really, really supporting what I'm doing. All right. And with that being said, keep it battle rap. Love.